Hi there, this is Daniel with Endtime Country Living, and on this video I am working on getting my dry beans shelled out. So that's coming up. So you might be wondering why I'm taking the effort to grow shell beans when you can easily buy them in the store. Well, I'm basically planning for the future of a time where we can't buy or sell. Maybe there's some famines in the land or who knows what else, but being able to grow your own food is a very good security and an important thing to do to provide for your family. And so practicing the skills I need in order to do that successfully without a bunch of crop failures or having a lot of wasted time on trying to figure things out when the time comes. And so doing that now so I can be very comfortable and know exactly what I'm doing. And so I just wanted to encourage you to do the same, to prepare. Don't let yourself come to a point where you need to rely on your own crops when you don't know how to do that or how to take care of them so they don't get destroyed. It's very easy for beans to mold and to be destroyed, so you can't use them. And so knowing how to cure them, get them dry quickly, keep the mold off is very important. So I got all my dry beans here in milk crates, all drying. There's by the wood stove here. They're nice and crisp here. So I got like 4 of them here that I still need to get shelled out. And I also got my sweet potatoes here in tubs that I also need to get to dry down so that they don't mold or rot, being too moist. So I need to get those dried down and warmed up so that they'll cure nicely. So I need to get them out of the plastic tubs and into the milk crates where they can get good airflow. So that's one of the reasons why I got to get it done today, get these all shelled out. So I have my cement mixing tub here with the dry beans in here. And so I can use my feet. I cleaned off my shoes here, which have good rubber soles. I can use as a method of threshing them here to grind them up and get the knocked out of the pods. And so got them all nicely cleaned up for that. Scrubbed up with soap and water so I'm not getting any contaminants on there or the things that may have gotten on the bottom of my shoes. So it's basically with 2 feet here and popping them out. As you can see, they're already starting to come out. These are a red bean, kind of I'm not sure exactly what type of bean. They kind of taste like a pinto, but they're not a pinto bean. They're just an Italian bean, I believe. Rosso di Lucca, which is an Italian name. Seems to do very well in our climate here. So crunching these and getting them all broken out, and then here's what I have so far. And so these will need to be fanned, pour them back and forth between 2 containers to winnow them, which is the appropriate term there, to get all the chaff out and all the little debris and fine stuff that's in here. There's a lot of little fines in here that need to be cleaned out. So that's part of the process there. So a couple inches or so, a couple layers, probably about 2 layers of pods at a time work best. If you get too many, it just doesn't work very well. So I'm going to go ahead and start walking around on here in kind of a grinding motion in here, pawing at it kind of. Rotating, just different movements. Not just one movement is probably not going to do a good job. So shredding, kind of like shredding grapes. Okay, so I got that batch done here, and so I'm going to basically fluff up all the pods here, and I'm going to get them put into a little garbage bag here just to keep everything contained and be able to transport them. So just kind of looking to see if there's any beans left in them. There's one there. Just pop a few out if you see a few get stuck in there remaining. And we'll just put them into the garbage bag here. The last few here, a few more beans stuck in there. Try to get them out. Break all the beans to one little corner here. See if there's any here that are unbroken up. There's one that didn't get broken open. But, you know, I say 99% of them are already good to go. So, works fairly well to get them out of there, and this gives you a little exercise marching around on them, but there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't make your arms tired, or it's very reliable. There isn't any machinery you have to buy, other than maybe a tub, but you could always find some other little tub. You don't have to get this kind. So anyway, quite a bit of beans there for just that little bit of work. So we'll get the pot here and we'll just go ahead and pour them in. Okay, I'm ready to put some more in here. Okay, spread those out and do some more here. All right, so after all that hard work, we get some nice dry beans that are quite tasty. I enjoy them a lot. So we cook these and eat these almost every week. We cook a little batch of these, and they're very nice. So the Rosso di Luca. So anyway, very nice. Nice. It's fairly easy to, once you winnow them, you can pack them up, and they're usually plenty dry and they don't mold. Once they get in this state, they'll store for maybe 20, 30 years or more. It depends on, you know, how much they're in direct sunlight or super high temperatures or things like that might deteriorate them a little bit more, but most of the time they're shelf stable and you can eat them for many years to come if you needed to. So it's one thing nice about, oh hey, as I'm looking outside, we're getting snow, which is very strange for 39 degrees. Alphonse, go look at the snow. So anyway, I just want to encourage you to grow some dry beans, learn how to process them, and I think I have some other videos on how I'm getting those dried down, but I'll show you guys. So basically just get them picked, get them out of any kind of container after you get them picked, that may like a bucket or a bag or anything like that. So when you first get them picked, you want to get them into something with good airflow. These mold fairly easily if you bring them into a warm area and they're damp still. So you want to make sure you get them dried down quickly. So I found these milk crates work really well to get them dried down. I put a fan on them too for a few days when I first bring them in the house here to make sure that they get good airflow to dry them off and keep the mold down. So fans are very useful to get the beans dried down so that they don't mold. Just heat alone generally is not enough unless you lay them out in cookie sheets or some kind of tarp or something to make sure they're dry in the house. A wood stove is also very useful for that because electric heat tends to not dry things down. The humidity is usually higher in homes with electric heat, and so that's something to consider as well, that it's going to be much more difficult to dry things down if your only source of heat is electric. So some kind of combustible heating source like a wood stove, or maybe even propane probably would do the same thing because it's a very dry source of heat as well. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope this was informative for you and encouraging. Don't give up, keep trying and learning more, develop your skills, and that will give you confidence. And don't forget, trusting God is the most important. Don't rely on your own skills, but with developing skills, He can use those to do great things. And just like Noah worked really hard to build the ark, but only by God's grace was he able to make it through the big flood. And so the same thing goes for us. Our efforts by themselves will not avail anything of usefulness, but with God can use them to feed many people. So, all right, catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.